The momentary chitta and the nimitta, which is its sign, is.
Okay. So many things are seen right now, but each very tiny dot only, which can be break up into just very tiny like dust, that can impinge on the eye base. And so what appears is only that. Can it be everything here at once? Impinge on the eye base?
No, not at the same
Impossible.
time. Yeah.
That's why we learn to understand how short citta is. So very short, very rapidly arising and falling away. So it cannot be realized that now it arises and falls away because of the rapidity of the succession of what is there. So now many moments of seeing, not only one. That's why Buddha taught about the process of experiencing visible object. See, we have to understand the nature of each word as Dhamma that cannot be changed at all. That which impinge on the eye base is seen only. We cannot see what is at the back at all. It does not impinge on the eye base. But now, just one dust. Because the eye base is so very tiny too. Everything can be broken up until it's dust. And you learn about science, more tiny, much more than that. So very tiny. So imagine the true world, not as now. Only one moment of experiencing an object and then gone very rapidly. So what is left is many dots from moment to moment of experiencing one tiny dot. Condition the shape and form from head to toe. Just one person or one thing. But now what appears, so many different things at once. Just close your eyes, nothing is seen at all. How come? They're gone instantly. And as soon as you open your eyes, everything just instantly. How come? So there can be the truthfulness to the truth. To be truthful to the truth is not anyone, but a reality which understands that which cannot be changed at all. So very quickly it arises and falls away. Can there be any change or anyone can do anything? And that's the meaning, the ultimate meaning of Dhamma. Whatever is there is not the eye, it's not the strand of the hair, it's not microphone, it's not anything at all. Just that which appears and then gone. But the succession which is there, condition, shape and form. And before shape and form, what about citta, a reality which is there now? Appearing or not. Citta never appear, right? What appears is only that which is experienced. At moment of seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching. But the reality which experience the object does not show up. So we just learn to understand that it is a moment of conditioned reality, and there are two kinds of realities. One experiences the object, the other cannot experience. Just learn to understand the truth, not just to believe, but to understand what is meant by the truth, the ultimate truth of what is there when it appears. The reality which is the chief of experiencing the object. Why do we say the chief? It means that there must be other mental reality, other reality which also experience the object, but not as the chief. So what is the difference? The reality which experiences the object as the chief of experiencing only, and the other share the same object because they arise together, but they do not perform the function of the chief of experiencing only that. But it's another reality, experience the same object because they arise together. And each of them is the reality which experiences the object. But why they are different, not only one? Because of different characteristics of each one. And we learn to understand a little more, to let go, no understanding of the truth of what is there at all, from birth to death, from life to life. So just one word of the truth which is heard should be carefully considered. It's so true. There is birth and then there's death. Life is just like that. No one who's born and do not die. Do you experience someone like that? Not die, no death.
It doesn't feel like I experience that right now, but like it feels like that there are multiple chittas and multiple rupas making up.
We
Like
don't use the
something.
word chitta yet, or
Okay.
any word yet. We
Okay.
just talk about what is there in life, which is so true. For
Okay.
example, right now,
There's seeing.
we don't have to say chitta. What kind of chitta? But it is there now. Is there any understanding of it if no one talk about it?
No.
So when we heard the word about seeing, about the truth that it sees, so how can be anyone at moment of seeing? Because it's only that which arises and see. If it has arisen, there's no visible object appearing and no seeing at all. So it is it. It is that which arises and sees. So it is that which arises and sees. To be truthful.
Does that imply that multiple moments of seeing can be consecutive? Like they can like there can be a moment of seeing and then a moment of seeing, like, and a moment of seeing.
Okay,
Like,
multiple moments.
yeah,
What are they now? One or multiple?
multiple.
How do you know?
Because time seems to be going by.
Time again, how do you know?
I guess I'm not sure.
It's thinking.
Yeah.
But what is that? It's seeing. Seeing cannot think.
That's true, I think. Yeah.
That's why we learn about the truth, the nature of what is there. There's no one at all. Why? It's conditioned to arise to see and then gone, never arise again. So how can it be someone or anyone at all?
It can't
To be
be
truthful.
anyone's.
To be truthful. So no one, only different conditioned moment of experiencing that which does not experience anything, or that which experience. For example, anger, see, is it there before it has arisen?
Is it there before it has a reason? No.
At moment, anger is there.
Yeah.
Is it there before it arises?
No.
See, that's why no anger before anger arises.
I see. Okay.
Where is that anger which hasn't arisen yet? Is it somewhere? Or
That's a
nowhere
difficult one.
at
I'm not.
all?
Yeah. I'm not sure
Not sure.
where it is. It's like, because rupas, you can say that they're in places, but when things arise in when namas arise, you
Dhamma
can't.
again, we don't
Okay.
talk about Dhamma yet.
Okay. but like,
Talk about the truth, the characteristic, and later on we can use the word to make it known that it means what.
okay. So, where does anger arise? I'm not sure.
Haven't you have anger at all?
Yeah, I have.
So at that moment it's real.
Yeah,
Before it's there, that's it. Where is it?
nowhere.
Nowhere.
Yeah, okay.
So when there's no condition for whatever arises, nothing is there at all.
Okay.
And what can be known has to be only now, right now, this moment, not the past which has gone and the future which hasn't come yet. Only now. So we can talk about now a little more, until there is the understanding of this moment of seeing. And when at the moment, after this moment, there are moments, many moments of seeing, it's the same. So there can be the understanding of what is there in life when there's the understanding of this moment. So what are you?
A moment
A moment of,
seeing, right, as I described then, but
the reality which arises by conditions, experience different objects. From day to day, from moment to moment. Be truthful to the truth. Satya Parami. Never change. Because what is realized, which can be realized, it's this moment. When there's a little more understanding, it let go ignorance, taking the moment of seeing as I see, from birth to death. While it's not I. So there are two kinds of understanding or views, wrong one and right one. Is it someone, or it's not there at all, or it's there when there are conditions, when it arises? Without careful considering, can there be understanding of seeing right now?
no.
That's why considering is not seeing. We learn to understand the hidden nature, hidden realities in each moment. What are they? Little by little.
Objects,
What is it?
small pieces of different objects of the senses that are perceived like by seeing, hearing, body sense, just from moment to moment, right?
Okay, what are you talking about?
Like I guess
That which
what's
is
experienced now
that which is seen, or that which is touched,
is
or that which is heard. What are you talking about?
rupas. No,
Yeah,
rupas.
when you talk about, just a moment ago, you talk about the reality which arises and experiences an object. So you are talking about the object of
Okay.
experiences.
Okay.
They are different, not at anyone's will at all. So seeing, does it see sound?
No.
So seeing sees that which is seen, no matter what you call it, visible object or color. Can it be touched?
No.
And can the moment when something is touched, is
Sorry.
there any moment that something is touched?
Yes.
Different from seeing
Different from seeing.
and gone, for sure. So life is not permanent at all. Each moment in split seconds. So this moment is moment of beginning to understanding what is there now. Before that, it's just ignorance, not understanding, and take it for permanent I from birth each moment up to now and on and on.
Mm.
Is that right or wrong understanding?
It's right understanding.
Just to be born and die.
It's
Not-
right understanding.
So life is not permanent.
Yeah.
And life is each moment
Mm-hmm.
of experiencing.
Yeah.
So no travel.
Mm-hmm.
What is true? What is not true? So we live in the world of nimitta and no understanding what nimitta is. But if there's no reality which experiences what is there, nothing is there, no world, not anything there at all. But since now there is seeing by conditions, we begin to learn little by little how come and what is the nature of that which is the chief. Little by little, from moment to moment, at moment of birth, on and on, to be moment of seeing, thinking, sleeping, every day, every moment. Now it's going to be learned about the truth of what is there right now. See, we don't use any term yet, because if we use the word citta, it's not known so clear. Just remember,
Or like just conceptualized, not actually understood.
right? That's why the teachings of the Buddha about the ultimate truth is not just to be remembered, but to realize the truth stage by stage and have confidence of right understanding that it cannot be changed though. Because it's now. There is not just moment of seeing, there's moment of hearing and moment of thinking and other moment which we don't talk about, but it's there. So very rapidly arising and falling away, unknown. So all are mixed up as something. So now it's the beginning of understanding nimitta at moment of one moment of seeing. At birth, is there seeing?
No.
See, no seeing. So there must be condition before there is seeing, to be seeing. And one moment of seeing, can it be a pen,
No.
pencil,
Oh,
paper?
No.
So how many moments of seeing? Condition dots and dots and dots.
Millions. Like more than
Uncountable.
millions. Yeah.
So is that nimitta? The shape and form of something which arises and falls away, succession, in succession.
So the concept is nimitta.
Without reality, can there be concept?
No.
That's why it's concept of nimitta.
Okay. All right.
The eye, see, concept of nimitta. So nimitta is not the shape and form only. Whatever is taken as something is the succession of the arising and falling away of different realities. So now we live in the world of nimitta,
Of concept.
concept.
Okay.
Whereas you, see, the concept is there's me sitting here. But where's you in truth? Understanding of concept and realities. Without realities, there's nothing appearing as something at all. So from birth to death, just live in the world of concept. Eons and eons and eons ago. So enormous of ignorance and attachment. How can it be gone?
Through understanding of the moment.
Eradicated completely, never to arise again. How long it will take? to understand seeing. Even it talk about seeing 100 years. Can it just appear as it is while it has been accumulated, taken it for something eons and eons ago, and just heard about it's there, arising and falling away? Impossible. And this is the only way to let go attachment, which sneaks in every moment, all the way, all the time. Only right understanding develops to the degree that it can realize the truth. At that moment, there's no attachment, because the truth is the impermanence of what is there in succession.
There are moments where that's understood.
It's understanding seeing.
No.
See, another reality. No matter what we are talking about, it's a reality. Each different reality. No matter in what life, more and more accumulated, different characteristics, latent tendencies, upanishadapajaya, and so on. So it's not just the word we are learning, but we learn about the truth. And we have to use the word to convey the meaning of the reality.
I think I can see that. I think I can see that.
So now, what is now? So many
Seeing.
nows.
Yeah. It's difficult
So
to answer.
many nows. That's why we learn about the reality. Is it joyful or it's sorrowful to understand the truth? No one. Only a moment of that which arises and experience, not anyone at all. Keep on, roll on so very quickly, from moment to moment, unknown, from life to life. What is left is clinging and ignorance, more and more. That's why being truthful to the truth and being true now to what appears little by little. Because it's so true, it does not deceive, it doesn't lie at all.
It's not dependent on like the truth. Like, is the truth dependent on anything? I guess out of curiosity, like that's just sort of like a concept, I guess. But
It's that thinking.
yeah, it's thinking. Yeah, that's right.
It's not moment at attending to the nature of that which it now sees, so that it cannot be known. No attention.
How can seeing be known but thinking can't?
If we didn't talk about it, if we didn't talk about the truth of it, can it be known? For example, now it seems like if we use the word citta, it's all known, no doubt about citta. But when we talk about now what appears, that which is seen, that which is heard, that which is touched appears, but that which experiences it does not appear. Even it's there from birth, arising and falling very, very quickly.
So does that mean to say that rupa, like seeing and that which is seen can't arise at the same time? But like that can't be right, right? Like they both arise at the same time.
Okay, we didn't use the word seeing.
Okay.
It says seeing.
Yeah.
See, what is it?
What
Is seeing.
cognizes a visible object?
The word,
That's the word. But
remember? But the nature, that which is seen, even no word at all, it's seen, but in truth, in a moment, how tiny it is. Before it can be as nimitta. And how many nimittas together
countless.
as the big one?
Yeah, countless.
See,
there's a limit to how much of it can be understood.
But still, there are so many realities in life not attended, not known at all, until not realized at all,
Yeah.
stage by stage.
Do they all arise together?
That's why we learn to understand little by little about seeing is not that which is seen. So your question is about what? See, not precise, whether it's about the reality which experience or the reality which does not experience.
Okay, right.
Very vague,
Right.
so it cannot be understood.
It's still concept.
That's why it's not easy. It's so subtle. And people try so hard to experience it, but without understanding. Even right now, how can there be understanding of seeing anywhere, here, or meditation center?
There can't be.
See, that's why being truthful to the truth. From the very beginning, Dhamma, what is it?
Realities.
Okay,
Yeah.
what does it mean?
Things that arise, like an exist.
What is real,
What is real?
no matter what, is a reality. So now, no doubt. But not just the word we think, like the glass is real.
Or the face or the microphone or anything.
It's only
Yeah.
seen.
Okay.
Beginning to dig up, down and down to the nature of that which is so deep. You have read a lot of Tipitaka as well?
Not really. I've,
Abhidhamma or Sutta or Vinaya?
I've tried, but my main training is in Vedanta, but like I left that behind and kind of am starting to read Abhidhamma.
So we can talk about any word in Abhidhamma?
No, not yet. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Okay.
That's why we learn to understand it's not just Abhidhamma and Sutta and Vinaya, all are Dhamma.
Okay. All right.
Whatever is real, what is real right now is Dhamma. Even we don't use the word Dhamma, it's real. But they're so different by different conditions, all gone. So how can there be very sharp understanding of the truth of it until it is learned carefully, little by little, and the understanding itself letting go of wrong understanding and ignorance. Not I or anyone or any place or any technique at all.
It does need to be like a gradual understanding.
Certainly.
And at the beginning, it makes sense
To
why
let-
it wouldn't
to
get
let
it at
go.
first. Yeah.
Very tiny akusla accumulated years and hundreds and thousands, uncountable years ago. And this understanding is the only way to let go. Attachment, clinging, wishing, expecting
Yeah,
to experience it.
there is a lot of expecting.
Even it's there now.
Yeah.
And when there is understanding, it's so very subtle, it let go. The idea of trying to realize it.
But it's so urgent to understand it, right? Like there's suffering all the time.
Okay,
Right?
what is suffering? See,
Yeah, okay.
if there's no understanding, we just talk about that which
Okay.
what we don't know at all, from birth to death. Just talk about everything.
Okay. I'll let someone else talk.
That's why each word we talk about, there can be understanding. of the truth. Like the word you said. What is that word? Suffering.
Suffering, yeah.
What is it?
It's pain
You mean the feeling?
in the mind or the body.
Pleasant, unpleasant,
Very unpleasant.
bodily or mentally?
Yeah.
Both.
Unpleasant mental feelings.
Is it there now?
Yes.
Dukkha?
Yeah.
Is it painful?
Yeah.
Is it painful?
I would say it is. No, the mental. Oh,
no,
okay.
no,
It's
no,
mental.
no,
It's
no,
not.
no.
Okay. So it's different. It's different. The pain that I'm referring to is a concept, and like no. Okay.
Have you ever been painful at all?
Yeah.
Bodily,
Bodily. Yeah.
mentally,
Much more. Yeah.
much more than the body?
Yeah.
What is it?
Like, what is it? What did I specifically feel?
It's a Dhamma.
Yeah. Okay.
See, begin from that to understand what is there. Everyday life. We don't talk about that which is there, but it is not known at all. Years and years ago. So we learn to understand the truth of what is there, because it will bear again next life, other life, as long as conditions for its arising, it has to arise. So in truth, do you like pain?
No,
Do you want to have it?
I don't.
But you must have it
Yeah.
by conditions. So the ultimate, that which is unsatisfactory, is that which is not permanent. No matter you like it so much, or you do not like it at all, it cannot last. What is there gone instantly. No need to take it seriously.
Okay.
It's gone already. Nothing to be done.
Gotcha.
Only right understanding.
It'll take a while for that to sink in, but
So
yeah.
you see, there can be understanding of whatever is there. No more pain. It's there only when it's there and gone. Where is it? Where is it again?
It's gone.
By condition and gone.
Yeah. It's
So
a
there can
feeling, like
be-
interrupted, right? Like,
There can be understanding with pleasant feeling of the truth, because it's just a moment of reality, uncontrollable. Nobody should make it fall away or gone. It's gone. Nothing to be done. Don't worry.
okay. So accept it. Yeah.
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 Better now
Yeah. Yeah.
because of understanding only.
Mm.
Otherwise, without understanding, it's there again, dukkha again, unpleasant again, worry again. But right understanding, understand that. That's why among all kinds of the realities, right understanding is the most precious reality. It can understand even attachment and ignorance, that it's just a reality, not me or anyone at all. So just learn to understand the word of truth and understand the truth. Gradually have more confidence of Dhamma. It's Dhamma, no one. It doesn't belong to anyone at all. No one can stop its arising and its falling away.
I used to think that Dhamma was something that is working in all beings to like bring it to truth, but that's a concept, isn't it?
What is Dhamma?
It's
Just
what's real. What's real, like at
not
this
a
moment.
dream.
Yeah.
To help one not to have pain and sorrow. It's real. It's a reality. That's why there are so many different dhammas. Kusala Dhamma, Akusala Dhamma, Abhayakata Dhamma, Kusala Sila, Akusala Sila, Abhayakata Sila. Different words. Just all about the truth. So now you know who's the Buddha.
The awakened one. The one who, yeah, the awakened one.
Otherwise, no one can hear the truth.
By themselves, yeah. It'll take a while for that to sink in, but I'll let someone else give their questions, and thank you, Ajahn.
Any question more for everyone?
I guess, sorry, did you want to?
I think that it's useful for everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I was wondering if no practice, then like there's nothing I can do, and it's all the present moment playing out, right? Like, sorry, I'm having trouble putting it into words, but
When you heard the word practice, do you have any question?
no, truthfully,
Just
no.
follow it.
Yeah. I'm
So
unsure of what to say next, but yeah.
Is that the teaching of the Buddha?
It's,
To follow any word or to understand the truth of any word. I don't know what you mean by practice.
neither do I, truthfully.
Your own understanding, or whose understanding, or just follow it and call it practice.
But the
So what
Buddha
is-
practiced, didn't he?
Pardon?
The Buddha himself practiced, didn't he?
No.
No.
What is parami?
It's what it
Have
arises.
you heard about parami?
The perfections.
Okay, what does it mean?
The mental factors that are pure
What is
and
it?
leading to
Okay,
enlightenment.
what is it? That one.
The I haven't memorized all of them.
You just said, what is it? What is that one?
The paramis.
Yeah, that which is pure and so on. What is it?
It's a chaittasika. No, I mean it's not a chaittasika or a chitta. It's a reality. Reality, right?
How many are parami?
10, I think.
How many paramis are there?
10, I believe.
10 parami?
Yeah,
What are they?
I don't know, but I haven't memorized.
So, how kind condition practice? You don't know.
That's true. Okay.
Is it ignorance and attachment? Follow that, or right understanding? Understand what is it?
The paramis are right understanding, aren't they? They're
Without.
that's as far as my knowledge goes.
Okay, when you
honestly.
say understanding, it understand what and what for?
The nature of all dhammas as impermanent, suffering, and not self, right? Like that's what the paramis like are leading to.
Is that understanding the truth?
That is, yeah, like understanding that is the nature of what is the present moment, right?
So, how long will it be parami? Or it can be right now.
That I'm not sure of. Like, if it can, if it's not right now,
And when will it be?
I don't know. Not after all of the understanding builds on itself.
So, is it now beginning?
I think it's beginning. Yeah, it's
So-
beginning.
Without understanding, can there be the end of that which arises and falls away?
No, not without understanding.
Why does one want to end up the reality arising and falling away?
Where does one want to end up?
Why does one want that which arises and falls away to end, never to arise again?
Because it's not satisfactory.
So it's now. Is it known?
Yes. Yeah.
Is it known? Not yet.
No, not
See?
yet. I'm not getting it. But yeah.
So without understanding, there can never be parami. Even there is understanding, it's so very little, not enough to let go. Absolutely, never to arise again. The idea of self, I, and ignorance, taking it for things around, something, I, all the time. So we just not listen and take the word and don't know the truth. But we have to consider each word, whether it is about reality right now. Otherwise, what can be understood if it's not now?
If it's not now, it's just speculation, like about the future.
No understanding of
Yeah.
that which is not there to be understood.
Okay. Okay. So what arises now is ignorance.
What is there now? Can it be known little by little?
Yeah. Little by little, but it's
And
only known a little bit.
At moment of understanding, it understands that the realization of the truth is not very easy at all, because there is ignorance of seeing and attachment to seeing, and not just only seeing, everything in a day. So, parami, not just 1 or 2 days of practice, what is it? We have to come to understand each word, that one thinks that one understands it. For example, practice, what is it?
The development of understanding? Is it not? The not the intentional development of
Are we
understanding,
now
but
practicing?
yes. Safely say that. Yeah.
Really?
No. Okay.
Sit and listen and consider, is it practicing?
No.
No or yes?
It's not practicing as in something that one person does. Like it's not something that you will. It's something that happens, right? Getting caught up again.
Have you ever practiced something?
Yes.
What is that?
Trying to find the self. But I realized that I was wrong trying to do that. Like I had this practice where like I would ask myself, who am I, and chase after the I couldn't find it.
So practice what?
What did I practice?
No, practice what?
Understanding is
No understanding.
no understanding is what I practiced. Yeah, it's ignorant. It was a
In
practice.
Pali, there are the words bhavana.
Bhavana.
And bhavana is the development of understanding, not doing anything at all. Because no matter one tries so hard to do something to let go ignorance, just go away from home, live in the forest, and eat little food and so on, it's not the way.
I had compassion for a friend who had mental pain like I did and was using the practice to try and save himself. Like he thought that as if only he accepted everything that happened and like found the eye and like that the pain would go away. And like I wanted to believe him, and I wanted to like, you know, hope that it would get better for him and me, and I and for others that were there, like at the group. And should I just what I've been really tearing myself up, kind of just like on what to tell them now. Like, you know, I found a new, or I can't tell them like that. You know, after all they've done, like all the hospitality, I can't just tell them, you know, like bye, just go away. I don't want to talk about this anymore. But I guess that's the practical sort of question I had, like that sort of just came up. Like it was, do I just let them go? Like just let everyone just else like be in ignorance and like including me? Like I can't work for the benefit of others. Does the understanding benefit other people? Basically, is what I was wondering.
Is the truth very easy to realize?
No, not easy.
That's why we can talk about what anyone can understand from the very beginning. Like Dhamma, if they don't know Dhamma, what is practicing, what is the goal, what is the result.
It's just samsara like going around.
That's why the most important thing is understanding that which is now appearing, which hasn't been understood before.
Okay.
To begin to understand what is true, because it is Satya Dhamma. And only understanding can understand the truth. Because of careful, wisely considering of what is heard. Because now we are talking about what is there in life. Any moment which hasn't been understood yet, to be understood about the truth, uncontrollable, because it's no one, all by conditions. Even birth moment is by conditioned. Each moment from birth is conditioned. From moment to moment, is that not true?
That's true.
Beginning to help the other to consider the truth, to have her own or his own understanding. We cannot pass on our understanding to anyone, but just the true word, the right word for them to consider is the best thing.
Okay.
That's the way Buddha taught.
Okay.
So just talk about what is there little by little and see how much interest of that person is about the truth. Someone think that why do we talk about seeing and hearing? So simple, but in truth so very deep.
It that plays into another related topic, that the world, it expands from like but you can't help the world, can you? Like through understanding, like you have to work on yourself before you try to change the world and work for the betterment of like just people in general. That's all concepts, but like I'm trying to find a reconciliation between spiritual life and worldly betterment.
Okay. Spiritual
Yeah.
and
I guess so.
worldly.
Yeah.
And there were many words.
Yeah, a lot
Let's
of words.
Classify or clarify it. Where is the world? And what is the world?
It's, by world, I mean all the living things that comprise it, but those are concepts. as well. Like it's not a real it's not a
That's
real
why
thing.
from birth to death, if there's no understanding, we just speak the word that we don't understand at all. Even the word world. What is it? We use a lot. Everywhere we are in the world. But what is world? Is it real?
Yes.
Is it a reality?
Yes.
And what is it?
In reality, it's one world at a time, I thought. Like just one moment of seeing, one moment of hearing, touching. But like, is there nothing we can do to help the concept world?
A
Like-
reality is a world.
Okay.
Without it, even just one, is the world.
No. No, there isn't.
So begin to understand what's meant by a world,
Okay.
so we can talk about the world.
Okay.
Then there's understanding of the world. And what you say by spiritual or world living?
Yeah, it's kind of jargon sort of left over from what I used to practice, I suppose.
Not
I didn't consciously try and like go back
not to
it.
understand anything when you say practicing.
Yeah, yeah, it's
It's
completely different. Yeah,
It's more attachment
yeah,
and ignorance.
okay, yeah.
Is the world breaking now?
Breaking?
Is the world now breaking up?
No,
Why not?
because there's a moment of understanding it. Like there's a moment
Even
of like
understanding
cognizing.
is not permanent.
So it is breaking up?
So the world is that which arises and falls away.
Okay. Okay.
So what is beyond the world? Lokutra.
What is beyond the world? Like the lokutra, the word like the
It does not arise and falls away.
okay. It doesn't depend on conditions.
No.
No. Okay. But it can't be experienced in the present moment?
In truth, it means the end of akusala and all dhammas, not to arise again. And that's the point of what you did before practicing, but no understanding at all, because it's not true.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, that's all right. Yeah, there wasn't any understanding. And now there's a little more, but it's going to be a long time before it reaches like real understanding.
And the moment of understanding the truth is so joyful.
Yeah.
No matter how long, that's the way. That's the way.
It's kind of like I've always compared it to like math, sort of, in my case. Like it like it's the funnest thing in the world when you're right, when it's the right moment, but like when it's not, it's just, you know.
No matter what is that is
frustrating.
a world gone.
Yeah. Okay.
If it's not moment of realize the truth, nothing can letting go attachment and ignorance at all. That's why there are many degrees and many stages of right understanding. And this is the beginning, pariyati, not fully yet, not sharp enough yet. And the next, the higher is patipati, and people mistake it for practicing. But it's the development, no one at all. That's why it needs parami, the patience. How much to let go, even the thought, I will do, I'll go, I'll practice. Or I, someone, not Dhamma. And that's not enough until it's the Pariyati, Patipatti, and Pativeda, the realization right now from no understanding of what is there, beginning to understand. We are talking about what is there now. No matter at moment of touching, thinking, liking, disliking, whatever is there is conditioned and gone. But it's not just to be heard, it has to be realized because it's so true. It is Dhamma, which is Satya, ultimate truth. Ariya Satya, noble truth, because it can eradicate conditions for whatever arise, never to arise again. And that's the Buddha, the end of samsara. And when it does not show up to be directly experienced, right understanding is very little.
So that's what it means to take refuge in the Buddha. Like that's that.
And what does it mean, refuge? See?
Sorry. Yeah.
What is the meaning of refuge? See?
Always thought it was giving up the self, but no, it's understanding, isn't
To
it?
realize that
Yeah.
without his words, no one can understand what is there right now.
Mm.
Without his great patience, great parami, until he had realized the truth, becoming Sammasambuddho, his great panya, right understanding, his parisuddhi or purity, and his compassion. No matter anyone can understand the teachings, even in so long and so very difficult way, he did. For the sake of those in samsara, which cannot get out without understanding the truth. On and on and on, restlessly, from life to life, not understanding what is there now, darker than blindness, because even it's so bright, no understanding of it. Even it's brighter than this, no understanding of the truth. No light is as the light of panya, right understanding. No matter in darkness or in light, right understanding can understand the truth. And in truth, beginning to consider in a day, in truth, the world is in darkness or light. So Dhamma is not just to follow, but to consider in different manners, its every aspects, to understand more and more, deeper and deeper and deeper, until there's no doubt about there's no one, only conditions. Without considering what is heard about the truth, it's impossible to understand it. So now be truthful to seeing. No one makes it arise, but it's there already and it's gone. At moment of hearing, no seeing. At moment of thinking, no seeing. At moment of tasting, no seeing. So in a day, we are in darkness more than light. But what appears that does not appear as it is. So we are in ignorance and attachment. Beginning to see that which is beyond expectation, nothing at all in darkness, but right understanding what is there, because sound appear in darkness, taste appear in darkness, or in darkness, so the light is so very little, only at moment of seeing. But now, see, opposite. Because the nimitta and panyati make it known as something.
Thank you, John.
That's why each word should be understood from the very beginning and deeper and deeper and deeper. More respect to the one who had realized the truth. Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Take refuge is to understand the truth from each of his words.
And refuge isn't made until that's taken. Until that's like people can say refuge and like and do that, but that's not like
No
real refuge.
understanding of what's meant by refuge.
So when there's true understanding of refuge, that's refuge.
When one say, I have Buddha as refuge, what do you mean? It's not just the word.
Yeah. There's very little understanding of just of most of what was said.
So
But that there's little understanding, and that understanding develops little by little, just gives hope. Is that like is that like not right? Like if it is that looking towards the future, having hope that this'll just that the understanding will develop.
So what is meant by Dhamma, Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha?
By the Buddha, the one who's realized the truth on his own.
The greatest panya.
Yeah.
And the Dhamma,
It's what's real.
the realities which will attain enlightenment. And those who have attained Savaka, Sangha, Ratana. Joyful. The way is learned, it's known. Otherwise it's blind. Which way I go? This meditation center or that book? Or
Just as endless.
only Dhamma, taught by the Buddha and followed by the Sangha. The one who does not follow the teachings, no understanding, is not having Buddha as refuge. So we can talk about any word of truth. All comes from the realization of the Buddha. But when it's not right, it's wrong. It's not real, it's not true. We can say it's a lie because it's not true.
Then that lie accumulates, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you keep staying, if there keeps being
Not true to the truth.
yeah, then that's accumulating the lie and like causing it to go on like for as long as it does.
And in all the Buddhas to be, never lie.
Yeah. Like that.
Nirvana?
Ano yan?
I just Nivarna. Oh.
No. Lie.
align,
Lie. Not true. Satya Bharami is so very important. If it's the right word, if it's right understanding, it doesn't matter who will kill the one who say the truth. No fear, because it's so true.
There's still the lie,
When Panya is there,
just in my experience, in my not understanding, there's still like continuance of the lie.
and Panya knows that, not anyone. And it's so very fortunate to understand the truth, not of the others, of one's own accumulation. So the best gift is not wealth or fame at all. Understanding is the best gift. It is there, little by little, firmer and firmer, until it conditions the understanding instantly as so anatta of this moment. Unexpectedly, beyond expectation, because all are anatta. Like Sariputta, listen to Asaji, only 2 lines becoming Sotapanna, and the other 2 lines as he had been Sotapanna. Unexpectedly. So it's now the accumulation of understanding. Who knows? Like touching the knife's handle. Who knows whether how much it wear away, worn away from time to time, unknowingly. And if there is expectation, it hinders instantly. That's why the second truth is avijja and lobha. Is the condition for dukkha. And dukkha is the arising and falling away, just like the fire on the head. When the fire is in the forest, we don't feel anything, but when it's on the head, so dangerous. Nothing at all, just that which arises and falls away by conditions, never to arise again. On and on and on, endlessly, in samsara, until the next Buddha or any Buddha. We don't know how many Buddhas we have heard and accumulated the understanding gradually, little by little. And that is Sammaditi of the Eightfold Path, the 4th Ariya Satya. There are 4 Ariya Satya, and the 4th one is the path now. Sammaditi, understanding, right understanding, develops. It's implanted by then on and on and on and on. But there can be conditions for wrong thought, wrong ideas sometimes. But when right understanding is strong enough, it knows. It let go. It doesn't follow the wrong path.
There's a little more understanding than there was before.
The best of all realities in samsara, understanding.
Thank you.
So what we're now talking about is the way to let go, little by little, ignorance and attachment and wrong understanding of the truth. Who knows when will it be conditioned to being just aware with right understanding of hardness or sound by conditions. It has to be always unexpected. That's the understanding of anatta or dhammas by conditions. And when our paramis is perfect, it's time Buddha from Dusita came to Lumbini, being born in Lumbini.
I want to just know if something is wrong understanding. When the whole truth is given, when the whole just
Dhamma.
yes, when Dhamma is given, like there's still I, and there's still like the thought of I, like of I and mine, and like
that
it's
is asava.
yeah.
There are 4 kinds of asava, see, taught by the Buddha. Very, very slight akusala. That's why there are many degrees of akusala, that which is accumulated, but it does not arise. But it conditioned the moment of akusala, anusaya. See, do you know how many anusaya?
I don't see it now.
Okay, it doesn't matter. But wrong understanding is one for sure. And doubt is also anusaya. We're talking about reality, but now people are things wrong. And the understanding will gradually letting go, but not absolutely, until it attains different levels of understanding, not just only pariyatti, but understand that the truth can be realized. And that which perform the function to realize the truth is not citta, because citta is only the chief of experiencing. But the wholesome cetasikas, the wholesome benefactors, there are many, but the most important one, which never forget the truth, is the arising to aware of whatever is there now by conditions with a little more understanding. That has to be known. Now hardness has to be known, has to be realized, because it arises and falls away. Whatever arises falls away. And what is the object of that level of understanding is unexpected. It can be anything real which does not appear now. But it appears as object of right understanding, of realization, when time comes, by conditions, for each different one. Are these in the books? Abhidhamma, Sutta, Vinaya. See, the truth is there.
There's some sadness arising now, and
Never against the truth.
it's just that when the Dhamma is heard, there's some sadness. But the first thing you said to me was that when there's understanding, that understanding is not painful. Like that's what I remember that, and so it can't really be right understanding what's arising right now. There's some sadness that and some expectation that this is all going to go away, and like as soon as I leave, like all the thoughts will just return, and like ignorance will come back, and just.
That's why to be true to this moment with how much understanding is of that which is now appearing. No doubt about the word that it's a reality, it experiences the object, but it's not it's not the object of understanding directly yet. When it's there, nothing can be together. Only one at a time, and that is satipatthana. Patipatti.
And
Not by
eventually
anyone.
Pativeda.
Patipatti. Patti is a precisely or proper object. And patthana, patipatthana, patti is the reality, particular one, a particular object. And patti is attain or reach the truth of that object. We talk about hardness, it's there, arising. Otherwise, there's no hardness. And falling away. But at moment of touching, any moment in a day, no thought about it at all. Because sati does not arise to remember that it's the object of understanding.
But sati is different than remembering.
The object of sati
Oh.
is that which is the object of understanding. So at moment when sati is there, it does mean that no understanding. But it depends on what level of understanding. We touch all day with our sati. But at moment of sati, what we have learned is there, different from when there's no attention, no awareness, no understanding of that at all. Very slightly. Until it's firm enough to let go anytime, any moment by conditions. Not just try so hard, I'm going to realize the truth. Opposite. With attachment and with understanding. Quite different.
Suppose that answers everything that like I brought up and more. It's it is very subtle, and just the understanding is very slight, but
Only a day, or not the full day yet.
yeah. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
But it's beginning to be truthful to the truth. And viriya and satya or barami, nekama, less and less ignorance and attachment.
Thank you, Ajahn.
A little more?
A little more.
Anything you'd like to talk about, it's very useful for everyone.
Thank you. Yes, I had my doubts just when when coming here. I was worried about that it was too intellectual, but like, or that like that I would have to basically forget everything that happened. Just and what I'm getting at is I guess just this talk reminded me of something, and I don't know if like it's good to bring up here. Like it's from the Heart Sutra. Like it's like it that I remember reading and like listening to on the way here, and it's like I forget the chant exactly, but it's all Buddhas of the past, and the Buddha has enlightened. There's a part in it when it goes, the Buddha has enlightened to the highest enlightenment, and that brings remembrance of like that the work is already done, and like it caused emotions in the past for me, kind of just like, and I guess what I'm getting at is maybe if that was misunderstood kind of emotions, but this talk has given me kind of that same, has made those same kind of emotions sort of arise, like, and I guess what I'm getting at in a really roundabout way is that emotions don't have to be completely annihilated. Like they like in the life, like you can have like a life where there is love for a partner, or love for a family, for family members, love for just others. And although that has to be, well, I guess like just the understanding of the present moment, just it doesn't eradicate, like it doesn't mean you have to try to eradicate all your emotions, basically, and that's just very comforting for me. But I know that there's a little bit of misunderstanding there, but basically I'm just grateful.
So the truth is all gone. Only
Yeah.
worry, say akusala, no understanding, wasting time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is there is condition, that's all. No
Okay.
matter how very great emotion or whatever, it's gone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And what realities are there or were there at that moment?
Seeing and hearing, body sense,
All were real. Each one gone,
gone. Yeah.
never to rise again. What about previous life? It's just like this life. And all gone,
This has been going on for a long time.
never to arise again.
Yeah.
When it's there, it's time to understand. It's just by condition, by remembrance, sanya. That's all. It takes quite a long time to be acquainted with that which is not self. But in truth, it's gone. Only sanya marks and remember. By way of anatta, see, no one can stop when you think about it again. It's conditioned and then gone again.
I'll need some more time to reflect on this, but that's all that I can bring up at the moment. But thank
And
you.
understanding curiosity or whatever.
Thank you.
Achan, we want to know about 14 buffer.
The word you know. What are the 14 buffer?
Yeah.
So please tell me. Which one is not now? Okay.
Which one is not now?
The 14 Papa?
Oh. अहिले त हामीले 14 वटा थाहा नै छैन 4 वटा त थाहा छ
They would
हामीलाई
like to understand the Kayanupassana Satipatthana, the 14 Papa. So,
and we don't know all 14, we know 4, about them only 4. So
what Kayanupassana Papa now?
Anapana,
The word,
Khajan.
in truth, it's not now appearing.
No anyone appearing now.
But
No one.
whenever it's there, it can be object of understanding, and because it's the part of Kaya, so it is one of the Kaya Nupassana Satipatthana Papa section on Kaya. That's all. No matter what, it must be any part of the Satipatthana. Have you practiced Kaya Anapana Papa?
Anapana is the
Breath,
plank is
yeah.
breath. I've practiced that before.
Mm-hmm. See, it's there now and no understanding, and it's not there, but there is the curiosity to understand that. And what about right now? Right now it's not realized yet, but think about the other. So we learn to understand that it's not time yet, ready for Satipatthana to arise, to be aware. But what are there must be in daily life by different way of classifying, by way of Kayanupassana Papa and so on. But even Kayanupassana is Dhammanupassana Satipatthana. See, all are Dhammas. It depends on that moment, what it takes for Kaya, my Kaya or not. Only that.
अहिले त 4 वटा जुन पढेछन् 4 वटै छैन अहिले यो टाइममा तर एपेयर भएन हैन मेबी
जे पनि चाहिँ सिन्छ फेरि भएको छैन
No doubt.
मलाई त लागिरहेको यो तिनटै
नो विधि कि चाचान
सोहनलाई त्यसो भए त यो काया चित्त वेदना तिनटै धम्म भयो
किनकि उहाँले डक्टर भन्नुभयो काया र
यिनीहरू चाहिँ तर अपेर हुँदैन भने Achan, then Kaya, Chitta, Vedana. These 3 are also and Dhamma, Dhamma Satipatthana.
What are Dhammanupassana Satipatthana? I thought that you'd like to understand all parts of the Satipatthana. Right? And you have read some, I think. Have you read about Dhammanupassana Satipatthana?
No, Ajahn,
Not
only
yet,
we learned the
Ajahn.
4 names and we learn only the 4 names. One is Kaya Anusapatha Satipatthana, Chitta
Upasana.
Upasanaya ne?
Upasanaya.
Chitta Upasanaya, Vedana Upasanaya, and Dhamma Upasanaya. So we only 4 names got it, and the first is Kaya Upasanaya, have a 4 bhava.
14 bhava.
All about Dhamma and Rupa.
So we searching the 14th bhava names, but we got it only 4, and searching in book no have bhava's name.
Yes, Ajahn.
Now there is understanding of Kaya, right? What Papa is it?
What buffer is it?
See,
It's kaya,
only that?
hardness.
What is it other Papa too?
Motion bhava,
Position
Moving,
bhava.
position.
What about Dhammanupassana Satipatthana?
Because in Dhamma, what is
Dhammanupassana Satipatthana? That Papa. Kayanupassana Satipatthana, Vedananupassana Satipatthana, Chittanupassana Satipatthana, Dhammanupassana Satipatthana. Now, what is Dhammanupassana Satipatthana?
everything?
How many Papa?
Dhammanupassana Satipatthana Nivarana Bappa.
Nivarana Papa.
Nivarana buffer.
Nama, right?
Khanda Bappa.
Khanda.
Nivarna, Khanda.
So, is Kaya Khanda,
Kaya khanda.
Rupa Khanda? It doesn't matter you call it Kayanupassana Papa or Dhammanupassana Satipatthana Papa. It's real. It has to be Rupa. It depends on that moment, what appear and what is thought about, what is the understanding, in what aspect or what way, that's all. Otherwise, you separate them, try to remember, try to think about all, but no understanding the truth.
And also Ayatana Bappa.
See, Kaya is Ayatana or not? Rupa Ayatana, see, that's all. So at that moment, no time to think about Papa. But since it's real, it depends on by what aspect.
So by Papa is meant like just
Just the way one take it.
it means like the opposite of merit, punya, right? Like kind of like it's like Papa. It doesn't mean the same thing in
Like
the
the
sense like
section.
section. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It have 14 sections.
Okay.
So it says doubt.
Doubt about section.
Would you like to remember?
No, understand.
Understand,
It
Ajahn.
doesn't matter when it's realized.
Ajahn.
And more? Only 3 sections got.
And Pochanka Bappa.
Pochanka.
Pochanka Bappa.
Pochanka Bappa.
And Ariya Satcha Bappa.
Arya Satcha Bappa.
Yes.
All
All
about the truth.
Dhammas. All
All about
Dhammas.
reality. It's not now I'm going to have Kayanupassana Satipatthana Anapanapapa. So what Papa is now?
Position
Bhava,
also
but no understanding.
not appearing, Ajahn. No any
Not
understanding.
Satipatthana yet.
Fifth, how many buffa in Dhamma Upasana Satipatthana?
I haven't count yet, but Nivarana Bappa, Khanda Bappa, yes, I think 5.
Now
Ayatana
5.
Bappa, Pochanka Bappa, and
Arya Satcha Bappa.
Arya Satcha Bappa, 5. Yes.
5.
Okay, from the last to the first.
Arya Satcha Bappa. Arya Satcha Bappa, Pochanka Bappa, Ayatna Bappa, Gantha Bappa, Khanda Bappa, Nivarna Bappa.
So what is Nivarana? What is Nivarana now?
Thinking. Okay, thinking to गर्छ मामा.
Dhamma chan. What nivarna now?
Attachment.
The word
Bolo. Mic.
the word
Attachment.
the word kamachanda, but what is it?
It's attachment to the 5 senses organs.
The word again.
Attachment. Kamachanda Nivarna.
Does anyone think more about Surathani tomorrow? Nivarana. Nivarana. Not the word.
Thinking about.
See, kamachanda cling to the kama, sense object. So it's not the bappa or the word or the way you talk it from downward or backward, but understanding that moment without any word. That's the way to study Dhamma. Reading the book, not the way to understand Dhamma. Without understanding that it's about right now, Dhamma right now. You just read without understanding that it's what? It's there now. It's useless. But any moment read about Dhamma, it's the right thing. Dhamma is there. So now you remember Kamachanda Nivarana, don't know when and what. But at moment of thinking, just about that, it is Kamachanda Nivarana at that moment. No need to call it. There are many moments of Kamachanda in a day, but not as Nivarana. Like now, it's Kamachanda, but not as Nivarana. But when you think a lot, on and on, more and more, it is Nivarana. So even at that moment thinking about Surathani, there can be Sati and Patthana. The Kamachanda is not just like looking at the glass, there is attachment. It's more than that. That's the way to understand what is said in Tipitaka, not just the moment of looking at this, but more about dwelling in that object. And the more understanding, a little more of the truth, no doubt about other section at all. Just about the way it is there. So when you say Kamachanda Nivarana, who knows? But when it's there, thinking about that, dwelling in that story or object, it is Nivarana. And this is the understanding of Dhamma, little by little. Because usually it's I But at moment of understanding, it's only that reality and gone. Get closer and closer to the truth, to realize the truth, until vipassana jnana, just like we're talking about. So clear. Now we talk about seeing. It's impossible to understand seeing clearly because there are a moment too. There's not just seeing, touching, thinking all around. So it's not satipatthana of seeing. And without understanding and letting go little by little, no condition to be aware, different from moment at normally touching in a day. By then, sati appears to be known, and it is sati, because it's not like at the moment in a day. The anatterness begins to develop. No thought about it, but it's there instantly by conditions. So nivarana, Dhammanupassana Satipatthana. And what more?
How many buffa in Chitta Upasana Satipatthana?
चित्तानुपासनाय सतिपथान
No buffa.
So please finish Baba of Kaya. त्यसो भए कायाको अझै 10 वटा ध्यान भयो.
We have Dhamma as refuge.
Fifth,
Vedana also. And Kaya also.
Kayanupasanaय only we read 4. It have left 10.
Sit.
When I think of Satipatthana, I think of the concept. For example, Vedana-nupassana Satipatthana is about the feelings,
Yeah.
even though it arises with kusala or akusala, but the feeling is feelings. And Chittanupassana Satipatthana, it's even it arises with lobha or dosa or kusala, but it cannot be cetasika, cannot be
Never.
lobha at all. It's only the shift of experiencing. But I need to go to Tipitaka and read about how many bappas for like when people ask me it's useful.
Then Kayanupasana have 14 buffa. So we read only 4. Can you tell about 10?
And another one is like, how can I say, it's like graveyard 9 or the characteristic of the dead body, 9 step. Like the first step, 1 day, 2 day, 3 days.
Do you have to count? How many days?
Yes, 9 step. And I think there is no condition for us to see the dead body like that. But some people in the past, for example, when some monks.
What about 1 day or 1 hour?
No count.
When they lived in graveyard and saw some dead
1
bodies.
year.
And when they heard about the Buddha's teaching, thought about even the dead body is like the body of us, and think of realities right now at the body, and there's condition for some people who have accumulation of understanding to have right awareness through whatever appear at the body sense or the color. But it doesn't mean seeing the dead body is itself is Kayanupassana Satipatthana if there is no realizing the truth of Paramadadhamma.
So the left of 10 is the step of 9s of death.
Ah,
Nine step of death.
Dead
interesting.
body.
Okay, can you count the? I'm not very good in number also.
But no
I will
problem, we
count.
Yes, please. And when count, I will remember what is left. Anapanapappa. Iriyapatha pappa. Sampachanya pappa. Patikura manasikara pappa. What else?
If you don't remember, can you have sati? If you don't remember or bappa, can you have sati?
But sati ka hunu bhayo, strong. Sati have but not strong.
It doesn't matter. If you don't remember the 14 papa, can there be sati?
If we have understanding of realities right now,
I didn't ask that. I asked that if. This is the reason, listen to the question. Otherwise, it's another story.
ค่ะอาจารย์
So what's the point of talking about Kayanupassana Satipatthana, Papa? No matter what, even in life, you does not see the corpse or such stage of the body, dead body. It doesn't matter. But whatever is there, as it's taken for body, no matter dead or alive, it depends on sati at that moment to understand the absolute reality of kaya. It's part of the body too, the nail, the hair, and so on. That's all. See? So the point of helping the other to understand the truth in Nepal, for example, is that just to talk about the Satipatthana or Papa, or it doesn't matter at all, but it's there to be known at any time what is taken for the body, dead or alive, or part of the body, is only kaya. Belonging to what is there taken for my body. In truth, it's not anyone at all. So whatever is real is the Satipatthana Papa, no matter what Papa, it doesn't matter. So you just want to understand the body, Kayanupassana, Satipatthana, or Papa. But what about body there in the hospital? You pass. Thinking about the 14 Papa? So the point of Bappa, Kayanupassana Bappa, is not to be forgotten about the body, no matter in what state. All dhammas can be object of satipatthana. As we say.
Dhatu manasikara pappa ครับ
Dharma pramadana.
What about the one who can recite or Satipatthana, Spapa, without any understanding at all? And the one who understands the truth of what is Satipatthana, what level of Satipatthana, and what is the object of Satipatthana. Which one is better?
Those person have understand.
Because no
Object of
matter that person talk about what Bapa, the understanding and the sense. But Bapa now, understanding can understand it. Five minutes more. Enough Satipatthana or Bapas or Intl, which one?
वेदना भन्नाले वेदना आयो 10 फिलिङ्स 5 फिलिङ्स अनि चित्त भन्नाले 10 चित्त त्यही त सोध्ने चित्त 89 कहाँ 121 चित्त छ यो होइन 121 चित्त चाहिँ सतिपठान
Chitta upasnaya satipatthana.
Chitta-nupasana Satipatthana. Which one?
Don't know, Acharya.
Now.
Now.
Do we have to wait until we finish Chitta-nupasana Satipatthana? Or any chitta now can be object of understanding. And it is Chitta-nupasana Satipatthana. Which one cannot be?
सतिपठान हुनाले जुन चित्तले सतिपठानले बुझ्न सक्यो त्यो भइहाल्छ यही चित्त भन्नुभएको छ यही चित्त भनिरहेको जुन चित्तले पनि बुझ्न पायो जुन पनि के सबै होइन कि जुन पनि चित्तले बुझ्न सक्छ किनकि सतिपठानलाई बुझ्न सक्ने गरी सबै चित्तले गर्न सक्छ तर सबैले बुझ्दैन नि त अहिले हामीले त बुझेको छैन नि हाम्रो पनि चित्त छ चित्त भएर हेरिरहेछौँ बोलिरहेछौँ सुनिरहेछौँ कन्सिडर गरिरहेछौँ चित्त त सबै उमेरमा छ नि
The question is, if there is no understanding of chitta at all, can it be Chitta-nupasana Satipatthana?
No, Acharya.
त्यही भर्खर भने होइन त्यही अहिले हाम्रो त्यही छ नि छैन किनकि बुझिरहेको
But if someone doesn't haven't heard about Chitta-nupasana Satipatthana before, but they know about the nature of Chitta from the Buddha's teaching.
What for? What for?
सुनेकै छैन हुन्छ
Freezing now.
Just know, is that the point?
Yes, right. What I want to ask is, right.
Why do we study about chitta?
बडा खतरा क्वेसन आयो कैसे हमें मालूम चले कि ये चीज़ें आ रही हैं होता है जिसको पहला सारी कुत्ता बनते हैं मन खाली दूर सुन के सोतापना ले रहे हैं तो उन्हें और संस्कार कहाँ से आवा है कुछ नहीं पता है वो कि मुझे ना उहाँले भर्खर भन्नुभयो नि त त्यति भन्ने मात्रै हो जैसे हम अभी तक वर्ड नहीं सुने हैं तो कैसे हमें मालूम चले कि इस समय यही चीज़ें हो रही है ना कैसे ज्ञान मिलेगा कैसे पता चले जब हमें कब सुन भी नहीं किया सती पठाना बारे में तो कैसे सती पठाना हमें मालूम चले
So if someone haven't heard about anything, just like Sati Pathana, and how can he get or she can get the knowledge about it? If never heard it before, then how can he gain the knowledge or understanding about it? Just like unknown, never have a familiar word with Sati Pathana.
เข้าใจไหม
not heard like
If someone, if any person didn't listen about the name of Satipatthana, then how they can understand about this? How can they know
โอเค
is there now or not?
โอเค จิตตา what is it
every moment those can be experienced anything
if you haven't heard about the truth
we don't know yes
see the same so why is this question about the one who hasn't heard
like before when we are in Nepal never listen or
no understanding
God.
can anyone understand without hearing any word about the truth
No, never.
यानी कि वो भजन पढ़ता ज्ञान दिया
पढ़त रहलो ये सर्च करत रहलो ये कैसे तो सर्च कर
बिना पढ़े बिना सुने थोड़ी सुनता पन्ना
त्यही त त्यही
बिना
कस्तो
देखे गएर
यसमा नो भेडाहरू नेपाली इंग्लिश आ रहा था
yeah. Without hearing, no one can understand it. Yes, Sachin, I got the answer.
so see you again next time